Salutations gamers and welcome back to our edited Divide et Impera playthrough. In the last episode we managed to conquer the city of Carthage very decisively and now have a strong foothold in Africa. As great as that is in theory, we are still dealing with a massive Carthaginian presence down here, as well as their client states, the Marcesuli as well as the Masuli, who are looming in front of Carthage as well. This means that we have some very challenging battles ahead of us that we need to win decisively, as we will struggle to replenish in Africa, and we are relatively cut off from mainland Italy given our fleet isn't the strongest at this point. Now without any further ado, let's get right into it. Welcome to Northern Africa, where in the last episode we took out the city of Carthage, which now belongs to us. We also have 3 legions up here that are a little bit battered, but they didn't take very much damage overall. And we are ready to hopefully strengthen our position in Africa so we don't lose this place again. This is obviously a heavy blow for the Carthaginians, and I doubt that they are just going to let this slide. They have a fleet right here, they have an army here, another fleet. I think there was another army that is currently up here somewhere that we will have to deal with. We ourselves have another army that is in Sicily. Sicily itself is a little bit unstable. We're still not taxing this place. The public order is in the gutter, obviously, because we have very little cultural influence here. We do have Carthage now, so if we want to expand this port, we're going to need the double plank construction. So that's something that we're going to look at. That's also going to help us improve the stats of our newly built fleet. The other thing that I want to get was this philosophy tree down here up to labor organization, which is going to give us some public order, political loyalty, reduce empire maintenance, basically making our empire a little bit more stable. Okay, this is not going to be easy, I can already tell. So this is a fleet, this is an army.
Ready for orders.
We could really use more ships. And there's not a lot of manpower available here though. We could send them to Syracuse temporarily and expand our fleet, which would make this a little bit easier. I think that's what we might do. I think we're going to leave this city for now. We're going to Syracuse for replenishment. I think what we should do while this Carthaginian army is busy down here and the Marcesuli are down here is actually be a little bit proactive. So we're going to take this army here. We had a spy here somewhere, right there. Send her up here. With 2 armies close to Carthage, we should still be able to defend. This is going to put a little bit of pressure on them here. The Masuli aren't going to come in and help them. The only issue that we might run into is having to defend Carthage itself. We'll send these guys to the border here and we'll put them into ambush stance and hope that this army is going to move in. Okay. See, we didn't know that army was there. So that is kind of a mediocre stack attacking us. I'm not sure I trust this balance of power. I think we're going to take this battle. Alright, call me crazy, but I think this is very winnable. I think we should take this fight over here because of the the Numidian cavalry. So we're going to push for this hill and we're going to try and fight up there. For our formation, we'll go for the classic, but I'm going to go for kind of a strange formation where it's going to make it harder for them to run around us. It's a bit more defensive. And also allows us to protect our slingers here in the middle very well. Move these to the side. Some Bruttian infantry. I'm going to maybe put them up front. I think so. I think this hilly terrain is going to make it harder for the Numidian cav to do anything. First of all, because in the forest, we're going to take less damage from them. But also because they're going to be slowed down, so it's going to make it easier for us to catch them if needed. I'm going to try and turn this. Maybe we can use this hill as kind of a cover, because it's going to make it a bit harder for them to cross. Increase the stamina cost. And it's also going to make it harder for cavalry to operate on the side if they try and flank us. They could obviously go all the way around here. End up behind us, but I think we can fend that off with the Triari as well as some slingers and the cavalry that we have back here. So their infantry is the Numidian swordsmen. who have a surprisingly good amount of morale in this army. Probably from the general as well as a bit of experience. But they are very light. They're going to be outmatched by our own infantry still. Yeah, in a pitched battle like this, we're going to win. We're going to actually move these guys up. Things have changed a little bit. Being flanked here, as you can see. There's Numidian Cav coming out of the forest. I'm gonna move these guys up. He might be trying to charge our cavalry over here. I'm gonna make sure that we go on guard mode. Throwing our javelins here. Block this off. I'm gonna shuffle our reinforcements over. We might get surrounded in this. I'm happy skirmishing for now. We're keeping our cavalry back as well. I don't want to go chasing anywhere because of Numidian Cav outrunning us. Okay. I'm gonna go slow-mo real quick. I'm gonna lock this. And we're going to formation attack. I'll micro this a little bit. I gotta keep this unit here back. Even though I would like them reinforcing the other side. We have to protect our flank here a little bit. Okay, our center is a little bit thin. Yeah, the cavalry will be a problem for us. We're gonna try and target them now with our slingers. These guys are in guard mode, so hopefully be fine. Taking a lot of javelin fire. Let's see if we can catch them. Obviously our own cavalry shouldn't have much of an advantage on them in the forest either. But our slingers are targeting them now, so that's good. All we need to do is keep them at bay a little bit while our infantry is doing their work, right? These guys are in a bit of a pickle. I'm gonna try and support them a little bit. There's another push by the Numidian Cav on the side. We're just going to, again, do this repeatedly. I think the forest here is really working for us. Using this to our advantage. So it's going to block a lot of the damage that these guys are dealing. Our infantry is winning overall, I would say. We have caught enemies over here as well. Or have we? I think we might have run into... Oh, we ran into spear units over here. That is bad. Let's get out of here. We can catch these guys though. These are missile units. I think by chasing them there, we actually messed up. We have caught a unit over here that we're fighting in melee now, which is great. I'm going to inspire and we're going to charge this. And this should be a win for us with the generals unit. We took out these skirmishers, going to make sure that they don't come back. Our slingers, we're going to send them to target these units back here now. I think they have a good angle on that. Our equites are fighting too much cavalry over there. We won the... Ooh, tricky. They actually disengaged us and are now charging our slingers. This is what it is. We'll send our general in there and hope for the best. These guys are fighting in hollow square now, which I think is working. These guys we can put out of hollow square again. So we routed some units there. General is in a bit of danger, but this is a tricky battle, so I feel like we have no choice but to use them. Most of our cavalry is wiped out at this point. I have not used them very well here. We're winning in the center still. This is the important part. Our Principes are really doing some heavy lifting here. This is how it should be. In the forest here, the fighting is fierce. Restauratio here on this side have done a great job. Our other cavalry unit is gone now. We do still have these Campanian cavalry in here with 300 kills. But yeah, we really can't avoid getting caught out by enemy cav. Our Campanian cavalry is skirmishing from afar using the missiles that I mentioned earlier, which makes them an excellent cavalry unit for exactly tasks like this. These are the battles where Roman infantry really shines with their really high morale, as you can see. the battles that they are allowed to win that other factions would not be allowed to win. Can I get our general out of there? I think it's these returning cavalry units, like these guys coming back as well, that are screwing us over a little bit here. As you can see, this is probably the most costly battle we've had so far as I recall. But we took that willingly to push out of Carthage at this point. As you can see, our infantry did all of the heavy lifting. We have some principes here with 350 kills, 200, all of them above 250 kills. The Hastati routed. You can see that the principes with their better armor and higher morale definitely pulled through here, and they are tired. They are still only tired despite fighting all that time, so they have excellent stamina. They're just great infantry units. So that's one unit of Equites that is actually gone. We're going to ransom them here. Now, I think what we need to do is challenge that Carthaginian army as well. The one that's close to Carthage. These guys. I think we need to use this army and make a push for that. Or Carthage is just going to reinforce this. Okay, so down here there's really not much possible as far as attacking them goes. Up here we could probably take out the settlement. The garrison is pretty sizable. But then Carthage would obviously swoop in and attack us. So the only thing that we could really do here is liberate. I think we're gonna move this army in range. And they should have enough movement to return. They do. And then we'll do this. Okay, that isn't going to change very much. I think we'll still have enough. I don't know if we should risk that. I could step forward a little. Well, we could retreat this army right now. And yeah, let's do that. We'll move these guys back. Defend Carthage. I think we'll get ourselves some more Libyan infantry here to replace the unit that we lost. This is an easy battle that I'm going to fight myself. The situation down here is so tricky that I don't want to leave any of this to auto-resolve. Need to win these as well as possible. This is a very experienced army. They shouldn't have any trouble dealing with some of these Carthaginians. Okay, our army is lined up. We have our Principes on this side, 2 Hastati, then 2 more Hastati plus mercenary swordsmen, backed up over here by some Bruttian infantry. We have Triari covering our left side. So I'm expecting reinforcements to come from somewhere, maybe over here. But otherwise, they're also just great at protecting our sides. And they are supported by all of the cavalry in the other army here. And obviously we have the Velites over on this side. So the idea is that ideally we pin the enemy with our Principes down here, and then we kind of wrap around on this side with our Hastati, blocking enemy units with our Triari, and I can actually see the enemy coming in from down there, which is way better for us, so we gotta move. Move. If we can run really fast here, this would be fantastic. We have a unit of phalanx infantry over there. I'm actually going to send our Velites forward here. We're gonna have them sprint. And then obviously we want to use the Velites to take out these elephants right here. These are just the standard African elephants, the smaller ones. These are less dangerous, but still, you know, they're war elephants. If you let them, they'll still destroy your backline. So lonesome units like these, right? You always want to target them with javelin. There's just nothing these guys can do. And the Velites are absolutely going to destroy them. These units needed support. They were abandoned. The enemy cavalry is sort of close. If they make a run for us now, we might be in trouble. But you'll see in a minute, this is a big mistake. I'm also gonna move over some of these javelins. over to the right side. So what you want to do, again, I don't know if I've mentioned this. These units, they have the shield, so they have better frontal defense. There's a chance that they block a missile. They also have that, I believe, on the left side, but on the right side, because they don't hold the shield on that side, you're actually going to deal extra damage. So we're going to move over here. Again, these cavalry units are just for supporting. And we're going to start throwing javelins from the side as well. Ideally, what you want to do is surround units from everywhere. So basically, no matter where they turn, there's always someone throwing javelins in their back. There's someone throwing javelins in their front, in their side. That's what horse archers do. We're going to try and block this with our triari. Our lines here are a bit thinner, so this is a good spot for them to pick, to be honest. These guys are done. We're going to save our ammo and run over with our velites and hunt these guys down with our equites. Make sure they don't come back. Okay, let me fix our lines here a little bit. We have some cavalry pushing on the right side here too. I'll sit back. We want to get these velites in a good spot. Move our militia over on this side. Maybe we can involve them a little bit. I'm gonna catch this. Our triari did a good job here. These guys are going to take the charge over here. I want to get our velites over there. I wish I had my axemen over on this side. Okay. I'm trying to run around us. We're gonna block this off. Inspire. Charge downhill. That's really good for us. And we're gonna also run our spearmen in there. Just the threat of the spearmen running at them puts a bit of a timer on them. It's a bit of pressure, because if they can't kill us by then, they'll have to disengage, which always involves heavier losses. Send our Brutian infantry in there. Velites are in a good spot. Still have our triari on this side. The velites are now taking out these elephants. There won't be much left of them soon, and they are retreating. We have a bit of ammo left. We're gonna save it. Run these guys over here. And we're actually gonna charge this here in the center now. Move our hoplites up to reinforce. Make sure we block this off. I'm actually just going to use our Sicilians for that. And we're going to use our Ligurian Cav to... well, these are Numidian Cav again. I hate Numidian Cav. But I could have expected Numidian Cav to be in Africa, huh? Okay, we're going to go for a flanking maneuver. As you can see, the enemy's side here is completely broken. This is what we wanted. I'm going to move everything around. And we are now in the enemy's side, and they'll have to react to this. Our cavalry is now also able to freely move around here. We're gonna push into the enemy's back, and then together with the Ligurian Cav, we'll pin the remaining units back here. We're gonna start a flank now. We want to make sure that we don't blob up these units too much, so I'm gonna push further ahead with some of these. Velites here out of ammo. Send our triari on this side into the fray, just closing any gaps. I'm not even going to push too much with our units on this side. I'm more than happy just throwing javelins in here for the moment. And took out enemy cavalry down here. Sandwiched them. We are receiving a charge back here on our triari now. I'm gonna try and turn this around. This one unit. Testudo. They're gonna charge our swordsmen here. That's actually not a terrible move. They're gonna take some damage here. I thought they were going for these triari for sure. We're gonna turn them around again. We've got this with our cavalry. Alright, make sure we keep throwing javelins in there. Alright, that was pretty good. We did lose some of these Ligurian cavalry here. They shouldn't be too hard to replace. And outside of that, some infantry here or there, but fairly clean battle overall. Okay, we are going to ransom them again. Get some more money in our coffers. And this, together with maybe a turn or so of replenishment, should in theory allow us to take Kirthan in the next turn or so. It depends on what these guys do. Obviously, this Masesuli army might march up here, but we can defeat them with what we have here. Going to combine this if for no other reason than to preserve manpower. We'll get ourselves another unit of Libyan cav. This fleet right here is raiding us. I'm not sure if we can even win against them. There's 15 units in there and we have 16 in our own. Let's give it a try. No. Carthaginian fleet is better than ours. Also fully replenished and whatnot. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna recruit some more ships in here. Right. Sicily is still struggling with public order. So is Carthage, but not much we can do about that. I think we should organize games once more. But you can see we have some risk here of secession. That's because of an event that happened. So we're going to secure loyalty here, as painful as it is for our coffers. Back in Rome, we'll put this guy on cultural conversion, Paragon. And then I do want to eventually get expert specialists. So these last 2 slots that we have here, we're going to have to spend on industrialist and then the export specialist. Okay, I'm not sure what happened up here. These guys seem to have turned around now. I think this Carthaginian army is going to be busy at Massalia, so we're going to march this army down to hopefully react to whatever they are doing. And that's this turn. Let's see what the enemy can muster up over here in defense. I think it was the right call of us to go very aggressive here and push in their direction rather than wait, because if we wait for too long, Carthage is going to just send more armies our way and they'll just bleed this region dry. They massively betrayed us. And the peace that we had with them was definitely not over yet. But it is what it is. We're going to send these guys up to Genoa, and this army right here, we're going to send them up into Magna Graecia. This fleet we are going to attack again now. I think we might be able to beat them even without the garrison supporting us. Wait, do we have enough movement to reach this army up here? But they're just going to go away, right? They'll just leave. I gotta try this. Ooh. Oh. Just enough movement as well. You like to see it. They might actually be able to take out Genoa next turn. Just because I did not expect them to just run around Massalia. We're gonna try and sabotage here. 10%? Nah. This is one of those situations where that would have really helped. Over here we're gonna go Siege Expert. Valor. Outside of that, I don't really care too much. I think we're gonna go for Warfare for raiding income, although I don't raid as much as I probably should. Okay, let's hope if they attack down here, we can defend. I might actually combine these guys and get ourselves another unit here. These mercenary infantry, just to be a bit more safe. Also, it's going to make replenishment easier.
Take this subsidy.
Okay, the Marsili, I think they're being made to go to war with us by the Carthaginians, and they're willing to pay us for peace every single time. I'm gonna go for this because I think they'll take it. We get some money, and we're at peace again. It is what it is, man. Rome 2 politics. Which is very convenient for us because it would have been really terrible to fight them right here. Okay, that's 2 armies. I am going to auto-resolve this. I think this would be a dumb battle. We'll take Carthage and we're going to liberate this place. Because I think it would be really difficult to hold. And we'll raise the Carthage faction here. We'll trade with them. There are military allies. Get some money from them. Maybe we can make them a client state, actually. Can I pay you some money? No? Okay, but well, we'll take it. They're a military ally. We have military access. Nothing else we can really get. We can ask them to join the war here. Would be great if you joined the war against the Sicily at least. But they don't want to join any wars right now. There's a good chance they'll get declared on anyways, especially by the Marseille. And I think it might be time to also send this fleet here down south. I think we'll send them right here, and then we'll pick up this army and do what I said earlier. Maybe sail for some of these settlements over here and take them out. But yeah, sometimes it's better to liberate in certain regions. I'm not too keen on that region up there. There's some useful resources, but I think by liberating that, it's going to make it much easier for us to keep expanding for now. It doesn't leave us as vulnerable. It adds another ally that's going to help defend. It's much better for our overall position at the moment. And we can still try and turn them into a client state later on. But it's no rush really, because they're big fans of us. They're military allies. They'll be a big help to us in Northern Africa if they manage to survive. The Marseille are right here on the border. They might take back their home. It's very possible. Don't know if our newly recruited friends are going to be able to hold that off. Okay, we're getting some good replenishment here. We'll board this fleet in a turn or two and then sail down to Ufranta.
We can agree here. If the spirits wish.
Oh, we should go for that. I have nothing to lose by going for a non-aggression pact here, and 1,100 coins are obviously nice. We finished our legal research. We should go for the double plank construction now, which gives us the naval maneuvers as well that I wanted to research a while ago. So we have one Marseille army right here. We have our fleet not really replenished yet. I think we could give this a try, or we just wait patiently another turn or so. I think I'm gonna block this off with our army. Like, I'm gonna position them right here, so if they land, they can't really move anywhere unless they can somehow squeeze through here. They do not have enough movement to reach Masaya, I think. And even if they did, we have our fleet in the port. They might be able to reach Akragas, and that could be a problem. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take one of our armies and we are going to push for Thapsos, so we don't turn these guys into a navy. I'm going to auto-resolve this. It doesn't mean we lose 10% of our troops, but it is what it is. And we're going to occupy this place because this is something that I really want. The region of Africa is very rich. We're going to turn this into a fishing port because this is a fishing village. We'll get some grain pits here, and then we'll keep the fishmonger. And then I think we're also going to send this army down here. Make sure that this doesn't get retaken. The more I think about it, the more tempting it's becoming to actually just go for this down here. I'm gonna merge this. And we attack here. We're going to take this auto-resolve, because this is a risky situation for us. This might cause us to lose a few more ships. Okay, supply ship gone, that's fine. But I think this is the safest move, so we don't get sandwiched at Thapsos or attacked in Sicily itself. And we can take this army out completely. Let's hope we don't lose more. Protective stance. I should have probably gone aggressive stance, actually, with the amount of melee ships that we have. Okay, thank goodness.
Your next command?
Okay, outside of that, we have some money left. Let's go through here. This region is fine now. Public order is better. Rome, public order is also better. Up here, public order is fine. We could upgrade this, but we'll save it for now. We'll have a lot of food once we're actually taxing Sicily down here. As you can see, it's taking quite a while for this place to become stable. 6 public order, and we are organizing games. You see the food difference here? 16, and when we're taxing, 48. Okay, raided by the Marseille. We might challenge them to a battle here. We also have a rebellion that spawned next to Carthage, as you can see. Get this rebellion out of the way. Hopefully not lose any units here. Needlessly. Okay, thank you. We can't really abandon the settlement here yet, which is a bit of a shame. Because if we move forward, the Marseille could attack. They probably don't have enough movement this turn, but soon they might. We're also being raided by Carthage down here. This is just going to trigger another rebellion very soon. On this guy over here, we're actually going to go for agriculturalist. We get him this perk because we do have a bit of agriculture income over here, and we're actually going to get this olive oil storehouse as well. Our friends up here have recruited their first full stack and are now working on another half stack. So that's going to be really good for us. Okay, we'll deal with the rebellion again. Another Carthaginian rebellion. You love to see it. Exact same spot as last time. Let's see if they'll learn. We could probably take this battle down here now. And that would be a fort battle. I'm not really too keen on that. I also don't want to move away from Thapsos because they're just going to do the most annoying move possible every time. And they're going to run around us and attack Thapsos, even if that means that they'll get wiped out immediately afterwards. So we'll just sit back, take it slow, wait for the right moment. With our armies replenishing, I think we have time on our side right now. Don't need to rush. This army is almost fully replenished. We're going to put these guys in here now. And we are going to set sail. We're going to send them down in the direction of Thapsos for now. If this fleet attacks, I think we can defeat them with the army as well as the fleet. These guys, we're going to keep them close to the settlement still. I do want more replenishment here. Then maybe we take 3 stacks and we just absolutely stomp them here and finally take out these 2 settlements as well. Sitting on 12,000 coins here with not much I really want to get. We have some agents here that are probably harassing us. I think we're gonna get this irrigation ditch up here now. These irrigation ditches. And in Rome we're gonna expand this to a gladiator school, as we will have enough food very soon. You see Syracuse is now much more stable. We are going to tax this place immediately. And we're going to organize some more games. I think we'll send her in an effort to stabilize this region even more and get the public order, the overall public order, into the positive. At 9,200 coins now, we're looking really good economically again. And we're being attacked. Let's see where this is going. Oh, this is probably going for our fleet in the water. Oh no, Akragas. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Thank you. So that obviously strengthens our position down here massively now, because we can send our fleet to Northern Africa. The Marseille here are retreating. They're probably trying to deal with the Carthage faction. I think it might be time for us to move away from Thapsos here, or move our replenishing army next to Thapsos. Another rebellion imminent soon though. And again, just nothing I can really do about that. We're going to sail straight for Euphronta here. With this fleet gone, yeah. There is still, you know, the remnants of them around here, but this is not going to be too much of a concern. This should be 2 turns and then we're there. What might actually happen this turn, first of all, we might take, well, we're gonna take attrition here in the water, but that's okay. We're gonna keep sailing for Euphronta because this is the deep sea, right? The other thing that might happen is they could just re-attack Akragas. That's possible. In which case, I am not too worried because I think we can retake it. However, with us having left Sicily now, I think we would be better off actually recruiting another army entirely. We have another slot. I think we're just gonna build ourselves a little Carthaginian defense force. Sorry, Carthaginian. Well, technically that's correct. A little Sicilian defense force. We'll go for one of these Praetorian Guard units here
Ready for battle.
on defense. And I think because there's an immediate threat by these ships just turning around, would be a very annoying move that wouldn't really get them any further. But I think this is what the AI would do. We're gonna get some mercenaries here. As expensive as it is. Or recruit some of these. We'll eventually hopefully replace these mercenaries, but I just do not want to deal with any shenanigans in Sicily right now. It's gonna be hard to tell whether me recruiting stuff in Sicily there actually has any impact, but it makes sense to me that they would try and re-attack, especially if I see that army, that fleet at Carales, who are 100% in striking range of Akragas as well. There's pirates here. That's not too bad. We can land here next turn. We're gonna try and sabotage these guys. That's great, because that means they can't move like over here this turn and then be there in 2 turns. It's gonna take at least 3 turns. Maybe even more. This Massily army is kind of beaten up. And we're gonna take out these rebels first. Gonna move here, and then we are going to go for this straight away. They're probably going to run away, but that's going to stop the raiding, which is a small win. And then we'll keep this army close to Thapsos to make sure that this fleet doesn't come by and take this place. And just position them right here. Continue replenishing. I hope that taking out these other 2 settlements in Africa is hopefully going to convince Carthage to just leave this place alone. Then at that point they're no longer fighting over the province. The province is just outright lost. I'm gonna take out this place. I'll auto-resolve this. And then hopefully we can get some replenishment here before that other army arrives. Where did you go? Oh, they turned around again. I'm confused. Okay, in this place we're going to go for a civil town? Market town? Let's go for a market town. Harbor. And grain pits. And this one we're going to dismantle. I have no use of industry in this place. Okay, let's hope that we can get a nice field battle here somewhere. I have a feeling that this Carthaginian army might run into us. And hopefully we can get an ambush battle here. As long as they move away from us at Ufranta, I'm honestly down for anything. You can see Masaya is under attack. Ah. Well, we get intercepted, which is no bueno. The balance of power is in our favor. The enemy lacks a lot of infantry. They have decent cavalry, lots of elephants. We have axemen, javelinmen, everything that we need to deal with elephants if we want to. I think we're gonna go for this and hope that the battlefield is good. Oh my god. No, this is horrible. No matter where we go, we are just at a disadvantage. We could obviously move back over here and it wouldn't be too bad, but they are literally just going to run at us with all of these elephants. These are the African war elephants too. They're a bit better than the regular African elephants. Maybe I just concede defeat and we run away. I think that's what we're going to do here. I know that's kind of a bad move, but our army is going to disengage and they're going to run away a little ways. And we're going to get chased and hopefully it's going to be a better battlefield. Which, if you didn't know, yes, that is an option. So as you can see, we take no losses here. And we retreat. We should be in range of that other army, but I have a feeling they're not going to attack. Okay. Yeah, I think this is for the best. We could have fought this and I think I could have won. But no reason to with a battlefield like this. I think there should be some system that benefits the defender, obviously. Like, the defender should always have an advantage over the attacker in the choice of battlefield. Okay, so the Massili are at peace with us now. I accepted that for the time being. What are you guys doing? Why are you down here? No, go back. You gotta defend. The Massili... Oh my... No. Okay, we have to wipe these guys out. I can't believe they left that place. And they're gonna have to turn around, or they're just gonna get wiped out up there and we'll have to deal with it. This army is almost fully replenished. Taking some losses now, of course, but... after their very costly battle a while ago, they are almost back in action. We're gonna have another rebellion soon. Over here, I think I'm gonna make a move into the mountains, into the hills, because I have a feeling that they're going to try to attack this place, and if that happens, we can move up and assist them, really holding this. The Volcay still can't trade with them. Politically, outside of that, not much we can really do. Epirus is never gonna trade with us. The Averni don't like us because we are friends of Miss Massalia. Speaking of Massalia, Massalia is in trouble. And there are 2 Carthaginian armies here. The Volcay are about to take over. We're not going to interfere with that, but we do need to be aware. If this settlement falls, we will probably need another army up here to deal with that situation. Down here, things have changed a little bit. That Carthaginian army disappeared. They left in this way. We're gonna shadow them with our spy.
A shadow among shadows.
Make sure they're not debating us. We're just gonna sit here and wait. Meanwhile, I don't know what's going on over here. We're just gonna stay defensive for the time being. I'm gonna run back a little bit more as we have no vision anymore. And we're going to fortify. More replenishment happened over here, which is fantastic. We're gonna wait another turn or so, and then we're going to push over to this settlement. I think two turns or so should be fine. Our fleet, we could probably attack this, but this seems like a fair amount of... This is 3 fleets, man. How does Carthage still have the money to field 3 of these fleets right now? Plus all of the other troops that they have. I think overall this episode so far has gone better than I expected. I really thought that we would get stalled out in Carthage. That was a big concern of mine. Politically, things have been quiet. We had a bit of stress for a while, but we secured the loyalty of the dissenting factions, and since then it's been easy going. It was a bit expensive, but it's fine for the time being. Yeah, this is concerning up here. I kind of don't want to take this battle, so I'm gonna retreat and hope they don't have enough movement. Okay, they don't want to attack us next to Genoa anyways. Massalia falling is a bit of a concern for us, but it does also open up new opportunities for us to obviously expand into that territory, deal with the Volcay as well as the Carthaginians. Our fleet here is now replenished too. I think what we're going to do is we're going to sail them up to Alalia and see if the fleet here is still in the port. It doesn't look like it, so maybe next turn we can take this out actually. We're gonna auto-resolve this, even though it's very painful. 27%. Ouch. And that is Imperium 4. Let's leave the settlement here. Negative 14 public order. This is a grain settlement, so we're gonna get the farms here. This we're gonna get rid of. And this we're going to turn into a trading port, as we are going to have a fair amount of trade in this region. There's actually a massive amount of population here. You see that? 50,000. Okay. Still some replenishment left over on this side. Now we have to be careful if we want to move down into the Macedoni territory. All of this is desert. So if you look at the cursor, the skull right there, that means we're going to take attrition there. We're going to take desert attrition. The only way to reach their territory here is via this path through the desert. These guys are taking attrition. Could this be supplies? Yeah, the supplies are out. I'll be excited to see if we can take Alalia next turn. That would be really good as a staging ground. We can just send an army over and then, you know, we can take Karalis soon. Although Karalis probably requires a permanent force as well to actually hold it. We could go for the expert supervisor here, but this is the wrong region, right? This is the skill that I mean. And this also reduces banditry up to a -9 on the highest rank, which is really good. Banditry is really only a concern in some of the regions. Namely the ones that have either a lot of commerce or the ones that have a lot of agriculture. Those have unusual amounts of banditry. Nothing much has happened here, but we're just gonna sit in the hills for the time being and wait this out. Protect Carthage itself. You can see that Carthage has sent a fleet over here to defend Alalia, so that makes it very hard for us to do anything about this. And we can see the Volcae have won in Massalia, and Massalia is actually gone now. Okay, in Sicily, the region is now so stable, I'm going to get these industrialized granaries and actually one of these fishmongers, and then we'll see in a little bit if things improve even more. We're gonna stay patient with our fleet up there. Ooh, Carthage attacking. Not too big of a concern. These guys are still taking attrition. We might have to retreat the army over to Carthage, the one that's in the hills right now, depending on what the Massuli are going to do this turn. Trade no longer possible. Does that mean that they were taken out? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we'll have to fight up here. Unfortunately, not enough movement because it is winter. But we're gonna move in here already. We might get attacked this turn, and they're gonna try and like leverage their garrison in a battle. We'll just retreat, and then next turn we'll attack. Over here we can get the port now. You can see the public order is a bit low. Okay, outside of that, I think we're also going to move this fleet, as Carthage has defended that by moving a fleet of theirs inside of this. So I'm just gonna send them back, I think, to Panormus. I don't think we can do anything at Karalis, right? We might be able to blockade, but there's no value in that for us. We're just gonna send these guys down to Panormus. Yeah, it's time we built another legion up here. We need to get that money from Africa flowing into our coffers soon. And while it's nice to have Africa, Illyria is good to have. The entire Alpine area is very nice. Massalia is a good region to have. So I think, yeah, see, here's the Averni. Right on cue, things are heating up in the north again. And we're going to have to deal with that. First of all, though, we need to capture this once more. I'm going to auto-resolve. Actually, let's go for this. Let's fight this ourselves. Make this our last battle. Take as few losses as possible, as usual. So this is a very nice flat map with some shrubs covering everything. These are technically forests, as you can see. If you hover over it, a little symbol appears. So they're gonna slow movement a little bit. Okay, our army formation this time is a little bit different than usual, but not too much. Instead of going for a deeper formation, we have a much wider formation this time. Principe still in the center. We have these Pedites Extraordinari on either side protecting our flanks. We also have these Libyan mercenary infantry in the middle here, who have 21 armor, although it doesn't really look like it. They're just wearing like, what, linen? I guess that's linen shirts. I think the model here doesn't really do them justice. Then we have cavalry units on either side. On this side we have our good old Campanian cavalry that have been with us since the start of the game. We have our late Equites. And on the other side we have some Libyan cavalry. So these guys are missile cavalry with decent melee stats. So we can use them to hunt down enemy skirmishing units, anything lighter, but they're not really suited for chasing down cavalry units. Although that is what they might end up having to do. The enemy has created some defenses here. So we have some caltrops here. We have stones with some stakes here. They've just lined it up, obviously, and then some barricades. Ideally, I want to move around that and beat them to fight us without us having to move in there. So I'm approaching this at kind of an angle. It's also slightly downhill, I think. Okay, we have our slingers here slightly off to the side. And ironically, the barricades that they have here are providing a bit of cover for us here right now. I'm gonna get out of range. It's a bit late, actually. I should have done that earlier. I didn't want to take that volley. We're gonna try and run into this unit because these guys are sandwiched. Okay. We're gonna move forward these Triari. Cool. We wiped out this unit. I'm gonna target these guys now. Can we catch them? There's some spear infantry here. We're gonna turn around. Abort mission. Put these guys in guard mode. We're gonna fall back here a little bit with our infantry. Turn this around. Gonna go into melee mode here and actually charge these tribesmen, because they are very light missile infantry. See if we can catch the general here. He's gonna try and get away, but I think we have a good charge here, even though these units are not exactly meant for that. Neither is the enemy, so we should be fine, considering we have a numbers advantage. I think that should go into that should go in our favor. Gonna select all of our melee units here, group them, and we're going to go for a charge straight away. So this is not to our advantage skirmishing here anymore. We gotta be a bit careful here with the barricades, so we're gonna run in front of this, flank around with 2 of these units. I've caught the enemy here and engaged them. I think we're gonna run over our other cavalry units and help out on that side. Routing the general here would be very valuable. Our own flank is now in the enemy's back, so we're gonna turn these guys around and run in here. Meanwhile, our slingers, we're gonna keep targeting these units at the back. Now they've caught some units here, our Peditas Extraordinary, and then they're in their element. As long as they're getting skirmished around, there's not much they can do as a heavy unit. I'm gonna target some of these units here with the war cry, this one. I think these are kind of like melee ranged hybrid units that they have. I mean, these are the elite peltasts, right? That's exactly what they are, because they have 18 melee defense. Okay, let's make sure we wipe them out. Also make sure we don't take any friendly fire here, so let's stop firing. And that is Carthage in our hands again. We could liberate once more, but I think we're actually going to occupy this time. We gave them a chance, but they did not use it very well. Now this place is ours. It's going to be a bit harder to defend, but we'll make it work. Get some grain pits up here. I think that's a good idea. And this will probably replace with a temple. Now we do have 3 armies standing around here, but different factions. They might try and intercept us down here. In fact, I would expect the Macesuli to do just that. So we're gonna keep our armies together here. And they shouldn't be able to do anything about this. You can see the public order here is great, which means that there's a rebellion. Now, this puts us in a bit of a pickle because we cannot move this army. And the other option that we have is moving over this army temporarily, which wouldn't be a horrible idea, actually. Let's send the fleet to our Kragas. Put these guys in here, and then we'll just sail over. In 1 turn, we should be here. And then even if this army cannot move and this army cannot move, we'll be able to deal with the rebellion. We might have to take on a few more mercenaries, but that's better than them getting even stronger. Okay, nothing happened up here. Neither of these armies has moved. We cannot really leave Carthage, so we're going to land here. Take this army and attack. Still in reinforcement range of the settlement. And then we're just gonna send these guys back. Back to Sicily you go. We're going to get another general underway here. Who are we going to go for? This guy has a promising trade. We could go for Papiria's Cursor, who's after the House of the Papiria, who would probably turn against us in a secession very quickly. Oh, also, we should educate our children. How much money does that cost? 2,745. So let's just educate the men. Sorry, it's for the best in this case. It's gonna save us some money. I know how that sounds. Yeah, that's it for now. Don't want to spend more on that. I think we're gonna... No, I've changed my mind. We're not gonna do that right now. I'm still hoping that they'll just turn around. We'll recruit another general here. We're not gonna go for him because these guys are disloyal as fuck. And we're gonna go for this guy because he has a good trait. Frugalitas, which at the highest rank is going to reduce the upkeep by 15% of all land units. This would obviously make a fantastic admiral. Negative 30% upkeep for all ships. But we'll put him in charge of this. Give him some of these. Grizzled Centurion, and we'll go for a regular legion up here. Okay, down here, things have not really changed. These guys are still taking attrition from being completely out of supplies. We're still pushing into the southern regions here. In fact, we're going to take this settlement now. If they're not going to defend that, then by all means. We're going to take them out. We're going to auto-resolve this. And then we'll move to Garama as well. But this is a very stable position now. I like it. This is way better than at the start of the episode, obviously. Well, let's go for it. Sure. I don't want to fight you. Were these the Macesili? Sure. I'm not going to go for Garama then. I'll turn around and I'll fight somewhere else. The fewer enemies I have down here, the better. Okay. No, this was the Macesili. That's fine by me. Macesili. At this point, I do not care anymore. That means we can push down here as well. Although I would like a bit of replenishment fast. These guys seem to be completely confused and out of supplies. They are just refusing to move from the spot. And outside of that, honestly, we're pretty fine now. We're in a strong position to expand further in Africa itself. We're also in a strong position to take out all of this and then push even further if we want to, depending on how much we can stabilize this region. I do still want to get agreements with anything in the east, like the Egyptians who don't want to trade with us for some reason. The Nazamones don't really like us, but maybe we can convince them in the next episode. The other thing that I'm a bit worried about is the north now. We probably have to push into Massalia soon. We're not at war with the Volcae yet, but the Carthaginians up here are a constant thorn in our sides. It's not really going to stop if we push in here, but we do need a stronger military presence. I think this army has served its purpose as just kind of deterrent. It's very cheap to maintain too, considering all of these units are below like 200 coins without, outside of the cavalry. And then I think we can also set our sights on pushing into the Alps up here, but this will be a while. I don't know if that's going to be next episode. I think if we can take out Massalia soon, that would be hugely beneficial. Put us much closer to Carthage and would be a real threat to their presence in Spain, which is really their last leg overall in this campaign. For now, that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below so other people can find it too. And subscribe to the channel so you are notified whenever the next episodes come out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.